Insights, insights, insights. Lots of people hate talking about them. I love talking about them. And that comes from somebody who used to hate data. Looking at data, looking at analytics used to put the fear of God into me because I didn't really know what I was looking at. I always considered myself to be the creative type of person, not a numbers type of person. But I promise you that getting on top of your Instagram insights, knowing what to look at and why, and doing this on a regular basis is going to make your Instagram account and your strategy so much more successful. You will feel so much more empowered to know why things are working, why things aren't working, and you can then make tweaks to improve in real time rather than stressfully looking at your insights once every 3 months and thinking, I don't know what I'm looking at and I don't know why things are working and some things aren't. That is what we're putting a stop to with this video. And today we're really diving into specifically how you can keep a track of your insights on a post level, but more importantly, what those metrics, what those insights actually mean, and how you can draw conclusions, meaningful conclusions from the numbers and the metrics that you are looking at. So just before I dive into the good stuff, don't forget to hit the subscribe and bell button so you never miss a new video when it drops every single week. And don't forget to get your hands on my free guide, which is a month worth of Instagram stories. There are ideas, there are scripts and prompts. It's a really amazing free guide. I don't really know why I'm not charging for it, but you can get your hands on that at the link in the description box below. Now, without further ado, let's take a look at my insights on a post level. If you go to your account and you click on one of your recent posts, it will have to be a standard post rather than a reel because you can't see insights for reels yet, but it will be coming any day now. If you go to one of your recent static images or carousel posts, click on that and then you'll see the blue text below that post that says View Insights. Now, if you click on View Insights, a little tab will pop up and you will see the following symbols. You'll see a heart for the likes, a bubble for the comments, a paper airplane or a little airplane symbol for the shares, and a tab for the saved, or a little kind of sticky note tab to indicate how many people have saved your content. Now, a quick note, if you are based in Europe, at the time of record, December 2020, because Facebook is in dispute with Europe over data privacy and data sharing, right now the share metric is unavailable to view for people in Europe. It's incredibly frustrating. If you want to read more about what is going on and why Facebook has done this, you can have a look at the link that I've dropped in the description box below. But right now, we're all in the same boat if you're based in Europe. But back to the metrics that you can see. So as I said, you can see likes, comments, shares if you're in the US, and saves. Now, I am doing this for my post, If Your Reach is Down, Try This. And I'm going to have a look at my insights. So it got a lot of likes. It sparked a good amount of conversation in the comments section, and it was saved quite a fair amount of times, 51 times. Now, when I look at my metrics, when I analyze my insights, I really don't focus on likes. I never do. If you've watched any of my other insights videos or analytics videos, you may have noticed that this isn't something I track. Because likes are a passive form of engagement, for someone to like your content, it doesn't really take a lot. It takes a quick double tap of the thumb. It doesn't really mean anything. However, if people are sharing your content, if they are saving your content, this is an active form of engagement that really tells you that your content is resonating with your community. So I want you to forget likes, to be honest. I want you to really focus on the comments, the shares, and the saves. So comments speaks for themselves. If you have a big amount of comments, it's because whatever you've posted about has sparked some kind of conversation in the comments section. It might be that you asked a question in your caption, which is why lots of comments have been received. It's why that conversation has started. But it also might be because your post is particularly controversial, or maybe your post is very relatable, very human. And for that reason, lots of people have related to it, and it's meant that they have been triggered, they've been encouraged to reach out and comment on that post. Now, in terms of shares, again, if somebody has been encouraged to share this post with their friends and family in the DMs, or they've shared it to their active followers, their community via Instagram stories, this is really, really positive. This tells you that your post has sparked something in them, it's made them laugh, or it's really struck a chord with them, Or it might just be really, really relatable, so much so that you've taken the words right out of their mouth and they've wanted to just share this post with their followers because it really aligns to what they believe or what they think or what they're going through. So that's what the shares tell you. And then if you have a look at the saves, this tells you that people value this post so much so that they want to reference it later. So you may see a lot of saves when you share informative or helpful content. If you share tips and tricks, how-tos, tutorials, this might be when you see the most number of saves on your post. So then I'm going to swipe up with these insights and I'm going to have a look at what else I can see. Now, the first thing I'm taking a look at is the interactions, the profile visits and the website clicks. Now the profile visits, what this tells me is if somebody has seen my post in the feed, either on their home feed or they found my post through the explore page, they looked at that post, they liked what they saw, and then they clicked on my avatar, they clicked on my profile image so that they could have a look at my entire Instagram account. So this is a really positive Instagram metric. This shows that 45 people who saw that post then wanted to go and have a look at my entire feed. But what I'm more interested in actually under this interaction section is the website clicks. Now, the reason I really value website clicks is because for anybody to leave Instagram to go and check out the link in your bio, whether that is to have a look at your landing page or to download a freebie or to book a call with you because that is what the link in your bio is taking them to do, whatever is in the link in your bio, if your post is encouraging people to leave Instagram to check out that link in your bio, it is a big, big deal because most people don't want to leave Instagram. They like browsing and surfing and doing their thing in Instagram, and Instagram don't want people to leave the app. That's why they make it so difficult to actually leave URLs, third-party links anywhere. You know, there's very few places that you can actually do that. So if people are seeing your post and being encouraged to click the link in your bio, that post is doing a really, really good job for you. Now let's scroll down and have a look at discovery. Now this discovery section really tells you whether your hashtags are working for you, whether your hashtag strategy is doing what it should be doing. Now you'll see here that this post reached 1,370 accounts and 50% of those accounts weren't following me. Now, if your hashtag strategy is working, that percentage, so where it says 50% right now, that percentage should be high for you. That is what tells you that your hashtags have done a really good job of pushing your post to more people in the feed, in the explore page, in the feeds for that hashtag. It's pushed it to more people that weren't following you. And that really is the job of those hashtags. It's to get your reach up. It's to get you in front of more people beyond just the people that are following you. So if your hashtags are strategic, then you should see a good amount of people have been reached. But more importantly, that percentage number will be better than your last percentage number. Now, lots of people say to me, Bella, what is a good percentage number? Right now, yours says 50% weren't following Bella Foxwell. What number should I be reaching? And what I say to you, like I say to my clients, is you just always want to be beating your last metric. So if the last post you shared, you only reached 20% of people that weren't following your account, but this time you've reached 30%, brilliant. That shows that whatever hashtag strategy you're using, it's doing really well, it's working for you. And you can see that this correlates. If you look down the screen, you can see where it says impressions from hashtags was 479. So that's good. You can see that a good chunk of my impressions have come from my hashtags. So I might have a look at the hashtags that I used with this post just to see, okay, what hashtags did I use there? What ratio of small, medium and large volume hashtags did I use? Because clearly it's worked for me. If you don't know what I'm talking about when I say small, medium and large volume hashtags, check out this video after this one where you can learn more about the hashtag strategy I use. So that is telling me that my hashtags are working well. You can also see that my hashtags have done a pretty good job for me in this case because you can see that my follows for this post were 14. 14 people saw this post and then followed me as a result of it. Now again, this is telling me that this post is really valuable. Not only did it encourage people to check out my website or the link in my bio, it also encouraged people to actually follow me. They liked what they saw so much so that they wanted to commit to sticking with me for the long haul. So All in all, this post has performed pretty well. Now, I don't remember how many shares I got for this post, but I believe that it was a fairly high number. I believe it was around 33 shares, which for me is a really great number of shares. And those shares helped actually get me lots of follows as well. So all in all, this post has performed really well. And what I'm going to take away from this is, okay, what was I talking about in this post? I was being quite blunt with my community. I was saying stop obsessing over your reach and in fact, stop whining about it and focus instead on engaging with your community. Focus on building relationships with them. So that was really the tone of the post. It was a carousel post. These tend to perform really well for me. And I'll also have a look at the hashtags I used because I want to take what I put into this post, the principles that I applied with this post, I want to take those and apply them to my content moving forwards. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you another post now, and I'm going to show you an example of some things that I analyze and I take from the analytics when things like hashtags really haven't done very well for me. So let's have a look at this post, which is 6 tips to create consistent Instagram content. Now, if we have a look at the insights, you will notice straight away that this had a huge amount of saves, 114 saves. I think this is my most saved post ever. Now, if I swipe up the insights, I can see something quite interesting here. My discovery isn't very good. So 846 accounts were reached, and of the accounts reached, only 20% weren't following me. This isn't great. My hashtags haven't done a very good job with this post. So, okay, I could get really down about the reach of this post. However, and what's interesting about this post is that you can see that while there doesn't seem to be any impressions from hashtags, there are impressions from the Explore page. Not a huge amount, no, but it has shown me, it has meant that this post has ended up being pushed to the Explore page, which doesn't happen all the time. And how to actually make it happen is it's like black magic. Nobody really knows how to end up on the Explore page. There's a number of different factors that come into play, but having analysed my content for a while now, what I think has resulted in this post ending up on the Explore page is the fact that it is a carousel post, it is helpful and informative, and what has ended up happening is loads of people have saved that post. 114 saves has helped to push that post to the Explore page because that is a really positive signal to the Instagram algorithm that this content is valuable. 114 accounts have saved it, and that tells the algorithm that this post is golden. So just before I wrap up this video, I wanted to share a couple of final notes about looking at your insights on a post level. Now, what I do is I don't obsessively check these as soon as a post goes live, because what often happens is I will publish a post on my feed and then I might have a quick glance at the insights after 12 hours or so, and the insights sometimes don't look very good because I haven't given that post time to actually perform. It hasn't been in the feed very long, it hasn't had time to be pushed to the Explore page or to be shown in the feeds of certain hashtags to people that aren't following me. So what I will say is don't get too obsessed with checking these insights straight after you post content. Give your content time to perform. I tend to have a look at these maybe 72 hours after a post has gone live, or maybe once or twice a week I will go back and have a look at the posts I shared that week to see how they are doing. It isn't about checking your insights on a post level every single day and then making snap decisions. Oh, that post didn't do very well. Right, I'm going to change my whole strategy. It's just about being aware that you can have a look at your insights at that level so that you can just go in once or twice a week and keep track of what's working and what isn't so that you can make any tweaks that you need to in real time. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions at all about your insights, drop them in the comment section below. I'm more than happy to help you and to answer your questions. Just before you go, don't forget to check out this video here, which is all about how to set up your Instagram strategy for success in 2021. And this video here, which is how to increase your views on your Instagram stories. I'll see you next week for a brand new video. Thank you for watching. Bye.